Part 2. Final. Home. This is the conclusion of The Girl Who Loved Something Not Human. If you haven't watched Part 1, go back and watch it first. This won't make sense without it. The photograph Priya received changed everything. A private investigator named Daniel Reyes, hired by Sarah's family, took the case after police officially closed it. His first move was tracing the postmark, a town called Ashgrove Hollow, which, according to every postal database, USGS map, and satellite record checked, simply does not exist. No such town had ever been registered anywhere in the state. Reyes went looking anyway. Using the general region the postmark implied, he spent almost 3 weeks driving rural roads, checking small unmarked towns, showing Sarah's photo to anyone who'd talked to him. Most people had never heard of her. But in one gas station, roughly 90 miles from Hollow Bend, a clerk recognized her immediately. The clerk said a woman matching Sarah's description had come in almost 2 months earlier, alone, paid in cash for supplies, flashlight batteries, canned food, warm clothing, and asked for directions to what she called the old Whitcomb land, a stretch of abandoned farmland locals avoided because of stories about strange lights going back decades. The clerk said she seemed calm, not lost, like she knew exactly where she was going. Reyes drove out to the Whitcomb land. It took him most of a day to find what he was looking for. A second flattened circle in an overgrown field, nearly identical to the one behind Sarah's house, but larger. Around its edge, he found something new, small metal fragments, half buried in the dirt, unlike any material a lab could immediately identify. When tested, the fragments showed a molecular structure that didn't match any known alloy. Not fraudulent, not fake, just unclassifiable. Near the center of the circle, Reyes found Sarah's backpack, abandoned but untouched by weather or animals, as if it had been sitting there only days, not months. Inside was a second journal, the one she'd apparently kept after disappearing. The final entries describe something we can only summarize carefully. She writes about him more directly now, describing not just a presence, but something closer to a name, though she admits English doesn't have the sounds for it. She writes that he showed her things, not images exactly, more like memories that weren't hers. A place far from anywhere she could describe. Stars she didn't recognize. A kind of loneliness that had lasted, in her words, longer than our whole planet has existed. She writes that she asked him why her. His answer, translated as best she could put it into words, because you were listening when almost no one else ever does. The last entry is dated the same day the postmarked photograph would have been mailed. It reads, "I know how this looks from the outside, like I vanished, like something happened to me. But I want it written somewhere, in case anyone ever finds this. Nothing happened to me. I chose this. I've never felt more certain of anything. Wherever I'm going, I'm not scared. I'm not alone. Tell Priya I love her. Tell my family I'm sorry, and that I'm happy. This isn't an ending. It's just the first time in my life something has actually chosen me back." Reyes turned the journal and the backpack over to Sarah's family. No further trace of her has ever been found. The circle in the Whitcomb field was documented, photographed and studied for several weeks by a small independent research team. But eventually, the site was quietly closed off, the case unofficially shelved, the way so many stories like this one eventually are. Sarah Whitfield has never been declared dead. Her case remains listed as a voluntary disappearance, unresolved. To this day, on certain nights, Hollow Bend locals still report a light low over the fields near her old house. It stays for a while, and then it's simply gone. That's the end of the girl who loved something not human. Thanks for following this story from the beginning. If you want more mystery stories like this one, subscribe to The Vanishing Hour. New cases are coming soon.